what advice would you give to someone who is struggling with anxiety about the new job or about going to work?
So I think that at least where I work, I know that they have a service for this where you can go and you can seek help. You can talk to a therapist, you can talk to a professional, and that can help get your bearings underneath you again. But if the anxiety is coming from the job itself, there are so many places that you can work as a nurse that you don't have to pigeonhole yourself into the place that you thought you were going to be in nursing school. I work as a labor and delivery nurse now, but when I was in nursing school, absolutely not.
I didn't want to do it either.
I thought it was gross, and I didn't want to have anything to do with it. And in fact, I wanted to do cardiac ICU, and I thought it was just the coolest thing ever. And then I needed a job, so I worked L&D, and turns out I love it.
So you picked L&D, you love it. The first year was still very hard.
Absolutely.
So how did you get through that first 6 months to a year doing what you know you loved, but it was still really difficult?
But it was still really hard. Booze, I think.
Yeah? Let's talk coping mechanisms.
I think my coping mechanisms were making friends with other nurses. I think for the first 6 months of nursing, I didn't hang out with anybody from the unit. I didn't have a lot of friends who did what I did. And so my non-nursing friends didn't get it. They didn't understand what it was like. They didn't. So I have nursing friends now. I have girls and men and women that I can go to when things are really tough.
Yeah.
And I know that they understand what's going on. And they understand that mistakes happen because we're humans and that's okay.
I think that's a huge point. You will make a mistake your first year, your first day, your first week. And it's fine. I think if you're trying your best, if you're asking the right questions, the system process is helpful, but you're probably not going to kill anybody if you're doing all the right things.
If you're scanning what you should be scanning.
Yeah. And you're going to make a mistake, and then just recognizing that you are human.
And it's okay.
It's okay. Nobody died.
Learn from it.
Hopefully.
So
I remember an instance where I made a mistake, and it was debilitating. I had so much guilt. I cried. I had anxiety going back to work. And there really is something to that talk therapy with people that know what you're going through. So other nurses, other friends, talking through it, finding where you went wrong, finding what you can do better, and just acknowledging that, yes, that was really hard. That was really terrible. I'm not going to quit my job over it. I'm just going to never do that again, ever.
I will never not put a pull of socks on her finger.
Never.
Ever again. And and that's all you can do. It's either you learn from your mistake or you quit. And I hope that you don't, I feel like I worked really hard to be the nurse that I am and the nurse that I was even at 6 months. And I feel like if I hadn't have just, had those people to go through with it, go with it through.
What?
Go through that experience with. I don't know if I would have made it through that first year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also booze.
Well, also booze. Also that. Boo.
We had a patient who died.
Erika and I.
Super bummer. Nothing could have been done. Nothing could be helped. But it was traumatic.
But we did our best. And it didn't. We set out to save lives and make a difference. And we didn't.
We didn't that time. So we went to the bar. We round of shots. Keep them coming. Another one. And we
were asked to leave.
I thought we were just leaving.
I thought it was just time to go home.
Time to leave.
But turns out we were asked to leave, and we have been best friends ever since.
It was one of our more bonding experiences for sure. And one of my favorite stories, which came from a really terrible event, but it was helped a lot just by friendships, by coming together, by getting through the war together, you know.
Swapping war stories.
Blood and guts.
Blood and guts. You guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We have acknowledged that the first year is hard. We did it. We know. First day. Top 3 tips for getting through it.
For getting through your first day?
For your very first day
as
of
a new
nursing.
nurse? I would say, because this is assuming you're going to have an orientee who you're going to be with.
Right.
So I would say ask questions.
Okay.
Don't assume that you know anything, because she's not assuming that you know anything. So you are fine to ask questions.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Even if you think you know, just like verify.
Just like check.
Just like a quick little like, this is right?
Right.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect.
So I'd say that. I would say figure out where things are early on. Because
Bathroom.
Yes.
Supply closet.
Absolutely. Medroom.
Bedroom.
Where's your computer? Where do you sit?
Where's my locker?
Yeah. How just the general layout of the unit.
Right.
That seems obvious, but I have had people on week 3 who still don't know where towels are.
Yeah. Where do I get warm blankets?
And it just makes you look like you don't even know where towels
Didn't even try.
And then just don't be too afraid. Make some friends. Say hi.
Don't be rude.
Don't go in with like your britches up and be like, I know everything.
Because you got to charm the pants off of. Not only do you have to like make friends, but you've got to make all those nurses trust you.
Yeah. Ooh, I have one more. Don't be weird.
Don't be
in front
weird.
of the patients. Like, I mean, kind of act. At least in front of the patients, act like you know what you're doing, which
Read
is
the room.
a little bit different, right? Like you
Yeah.
want them to have confidence in you when you're putting in their IV. Act like you've done it 1,000 times, even if it's your first time. Promise.
Because they will pull away from you.
Oh my gosh, they'll go home and be like, this
new nurse tried to put an IV in me.
No, be like, I've done this 100 times. That's weird that I didn't get
It's
it.
amazing that I didn't
Doesn't
get it.
make
You
any
must have
sense.
terrible veins. You must have moved. You must have moved. This is more about you. This is a you problem. Wow.
That's actually terrible advice.
No, don't do it.
Okay, so that's to get it through your first day. What about just longer term, getting through your first year as a new nurse?
First year. Do not buy an expensive stethoscope.
That's a great one.
Don't do it. You'll lose it. I lost mine. Do not get it engraved. Do not.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Someone's
borrowing it, and they're going to steal it from you. Like, don't spend a lot of money on your first stethoscope.
Unless you're wildly more responsible than either of us ever were.
Or you're going into cardiology.
That's a great.
Okay. Don't loan out your pens. Your pens are your pens,
That's
and
true.
you don't have to. They need to bring their own pen. You're not responsible for whether or not they have a pen. Go find your own pen. This is my pen. No. Learn how to say no.
Learn how to say no.
Don't loan out your pens. And let's see here. First year, get some sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Get some sleep. I just remember being right out of college. I was trying to like live that college lifestyle still, like staying up all night, coping with booze, and
get some sleep.
Get some sleep. Your brain needs to rest and recharge. You need to sleep.
Those bags under your eyes are intense.
They're intense.
Go to
People
sleep.
will ask you what's wrong, and you need to fix it with sleep.
And hydrate.
Hydrate.
Eat a salad.
Eat a salad. Healthy lifestyle. Hashtag self-care.
If you guys have any questions, I know you do. And I know we did not even hit on half your questions. So comment to us. Let us know what you need. We got you. This has been really fun.
This has been really fun.
And just remember that we know, and just come here. Just
You're-
a little sweet baby nurse.
You're
Just
tiny,
get in
tiny
here.
little baby child. Just get
We've
on.
got
Get on.
you.
We've got you.
You're going to be fine.
It's gonna be fine.
I promise.
I'm so excited to have been here to be able to talk to you about how to get through the worst of it. Get through that first year. You're wildly unprepared, but don't worry.
You're going to get better.
You're gonna get better.
You're only going to get
You're
better.
only a year old.
You're a tiny baby nurse.
Tiny baby child nurse.
And we've got you. We'll help you.
We'll help you out.